Good evening, everyone. A high school art teacher in Newfane has been on paid administrative leave since he was accused of inappropriately touching one of his students. Last week, the charges were dropped, and then he began piecing his life back together. News 4's Dave Graber is here with the latest on his story you're seeing only on 4. Dave?
Nalina, Sal Anello's life changed forever January 20th, and it'll likely never be the same. He walked to park in Tonawanda this evening a free man, but his burden remains.
I was crucified before anyone learned, any details.
An accusation from a student last winter turned into a meeting with the high school principal and superintendent. Hours later, Sal sat before a county investigator, then before a judge, then alone in a jail cell awaiting bond. A spiral out of control.
It's quite a relief now. I mean, to sit there and read something about you that just isn't true, and to wonder why.
Anello was charged in January with forcible touching, a misdemeanor. He faced much more than jail time, losing his job or the chance to teach again, losing his sons, his family.
You try to digest what that means and what your life will look like.
Last week, 6 months after he first appeared before a judge, Anello was back in court. The charges had been dropped. Sal stands exonerated, but the only definite in his future is forgiveness.
But the reset button has been pushed, and I have to kind of gather up those little pieces and do something with them, whether it's teaching art or whether it's taking my kids to a baseball game or, coming out here and just enjoying the outdoors in a public, little by little. I don't have a plan, just a little bit at a time.
Now, Sal told me another story about the difficulty of the past 5 months. He's a coach for his son's hockey team, but because of the accusations, his coaching certificate was suspended. Well, his son's team went on to win the regular season and then the playoffs, and Sal was forced to watch from the sidelines. It's those experiences that he says he'll have to let go if he wants to forgive and forget and move on. Reporting live in the studio, Dave Graber, News 4 at 10.